It's cute though, isn't it? The way the little one, yeah, because she's brave. Look at her. Look, she's getting really pissed.
She just gets mad and she
Yeah.
gets worse. Tell her about it, Molly.
And you know what? She's so smart. She goes and starts nipping at the rear.
Yeah.
Because she realizes she's gonna try to bite me. She can't turn fast enough. Almost has like a little swarm of bees. Look at her. How cute. And I think as far as like the relationship with themselves, it's gonna resolve herself because I don't think Molly's gonna be too aggressive with her on the payback.
Molly is very mommy.
Oh, she got the zoomies. She just booked. My name is ErwinValderramos, and I tell you the
For
truth.
this I was born.
Go tell them.
For this I came into the world.
I am the dog messiah, the lover of dogs and persons. And if you can comfortably afford a lodge and learn program, then post haste. There's no place better. I'm in the Houston, Texas area, and I specialize in training dogs from all over the country. Good. Bless you all. Power. Good. Out here in beautiful. Oh my God. I'm out here in beautiful Dickinson. Beautiful day. Yesterday when I spoke to the family, they were in one of the garages, and I made note that the dogs weren't running off. Yes. So we're about to, oh my God, how little bitty she is. Now this one is 9 weeks old and 2 pounds. And these are seasoned Yorkie owners, yes? She's social then, yeah? Okay, so you know yesterday when we spoke, and then you sent me the video of them hanging out right there, yes? They don't, so I'm sure you don't have that many pedestrians because you're at the dead here, the cul-de-sac. But if somebody were to walk past, like if I wasn't here for training and you were out here with her, with Molly, would they run off or would they stay with you?
Oh, well, I haven't had that occasion.
Okay.
Yet.
Okay.
Molly would only run if there's another dog. She would run to chase them. I mean, she would chase them. She'd run to bark at them.
Yeah, give them hell. Yeah. Would she run off the property, do you think?
Typically, no.
Okay. Very good. And this one has been allowed to come out here, yes? When you go potty with her, are you taking her, does she go potty?
I'm taking her out there, but
okay.
Now I've started going only to the backyard.
Okay, and I'm going to advise you what I think is the very best situation, yes?
I was going to ask if it should always be the same place at one time.
Well, potentially yes. The answer to that would be yes, but again, that might change. But this is why I like coming to people's homes because I can see. I will tell you that right off the bat, if you're going to give her a potty break, carrying her from here to this would be the best idea because the trek is so far. She might piddle here before she gets over there.
That did happen originally.
Oh my God! And then what happens is they start becoming habituated to that, and you know. And I tell you the truth, better out here than inside the house for sure, but still better on the grass altogether. Molly, where does Molly go potty?
Wherever. She just
on the concrete too.
I just let her out. No.
Okay. She'll walk all the way to the grass.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't have
very good. And this is little.
I don't have to go with her or anything.
Okay, and this is little Macy.
This is Macy.
Yes, all right. Now, she's not giving you hell right now, but you said the other day she started.
She's gotten a little bit better.
Okay, she said the other day she started fussing though. Is this the way you were holding her? Oh my God, she's itty bitty.
Like this.
Okay, so she's about, but she was. Well, you said was she snarling? Was she growling? Was she
growling and snarling and just like this?
Okay, very
worse.
good. Okay, how cute. Hi, darling. Good. You're so tiny. Oh my God, you're itty bitty. My dogs are gonna absolutely love her. She's itty bitty. How freaking cute. Okay, very good. Let's go ahead and go inside with her then. Yes, please. Good.
I spent the morning picking up my throw rugs that I can wash.
Okay.
And you were 100% right.
That's a good idea.
She had pee all over it.
But you said you had just washed it.
Well, I washed the blanket.
Okay.
I didn't wash
the
little mat.
So it's hard. So see what we're talking about when we're on the phone. Mom said that she'd only had 2 accidents in the crate, which were both poop. And I mentioned to her that a lot of times people don't realize that a dog this small is potentially peeing in the kennel, but because, and even look at the color here. It's almost made to blend in.
That's Molly's bed that goes in my car. That's sitting there.
But a bed like this, it's very hard to tell if a puppy is going potty on it when it's in the crate. So typically...
And the pad in her crate's gray.
It is.
So when I got it out this morning...
What do you mean by that? Oh, the pad, the bed. Okay.
And it's got a cover.
Right.
So I took it out. I said, you know what? I'm going to check it. And
okay,
I checked it and I go, oh gosh, she's 100% right.
Oh my God, you gave it the sniff test. So may I tell you, that's been working against you. because you've been inadvertently making her think it's perfectly all right and normal to be around it after you've gone.
I know.
Yeah.
Just a minute.
So we don't want that. Yeah.
Right.
We don't want that. All right. So I'm going to give you guys some advice, and then plus I'm going to check out the crate and everything. I am going to make a quick note. I know it doesn't smell like dog in here. I'd be completely honest with you. Yes.
Not yet.
Well, yeah, and she's small. But I am going to say this. So some of the difficulties. Okay. So if you were in like a studio apartment, 500 square foot,
Right.
much easier to house train, okay?
Sure.
When you're in a larger space, for a little dog like this, much more difficult. Moreover, because the breeder was quote unquote, paper training her, she was already house trained, yeah, right? That's not ever true. It's just a good bullet point to sell. It makes this very difficult, yes, and typically, and I might have mentioned this to Mika, who referred you to me. I said, pick up all your rugs because the dogs will go over there. Well, that's not practical advice here. You see what I mean? It's just not practical. The good thing is that you have primarily tile.
So we
Okay, baby gate there.
hit this gate
Okay.
here all the time.
Pardon me. I'm sorry. Where's Molly at?
I'll take you.
Okay. She's very quiet. Oh, as I said that.
On command.
Okay, there you
You
go.
want me to get her?
Yeah, I'm excited to see her too.
I'll show you.
Yeah, my little one. All right, okay, good. So this is water for both.
Yes.
You don't have a cat or anything, right? No other pets? Okay. Okay, so
Just
that's
these two.
good note. Okay, and then food. So you have an automatic feeder here, but you're feeding on
That was
schedule?
Molly's.
Okay.
That's Molly, so that's the reason that's sitting up there. There's
Okay.
her food. You feed her the Yorkie puppy food.
How cute. Okay.
And my vet recommended feeding her 3 times a day
Okay.
for a total of about a cup.
Okay.
But she is a food hound,
Yes,
which
ma'am.
I guess
Yeah.
could come in handy.
It's amazing.
From what I heard you say to Mika yesterday,
Yeah.
I went and I laid out my
Oh
little,
no! To be
okay,
sure,
get
listen.
down
Oh,
now.
how cute! Yeah, a dog. So the foundation of my training program isn't treat training. Hi.
Let me get Molly.
She's tiny.
Yeah, she's
Hi, darling. Good. Good. So pretty, baby. Hi. You're so itty bitty. Good. Oh.
This is
And Molly. And Molly's about 14 years old. Yes.
Molly's 14, yep.
Look at that.
And she hates her.
Macy absolutely loves her.
She tries to ignore
Yep.
her, but puppy just keeps on and on.
Yeah, and she is, believe it or not, trying to entice her to play. Hi, Molly. Interesting. They're 2 different colors. Yeah.
Molly was that color. I'll show you a picture.
When she was
of her in
tiny?
A little bit. Yeah, she.
Okay.
I
Hi,
pulled that
darling.
picture up
Hi,
yesterday.
Molly. Hi, darling. Good. So pretty, baby. So pretty. Good. And I always say, people a lot of times think, well, I want my dog to listen to me without treats. And, or people think that because they have a dog that isn't interested in treats is a good thing. And actually, I tell you, that's like having a kid that isn't interested in money.
Yeah, I
like,
would say that. I didn't
treats are
finish
so-
watching all of it, but I watched a lot of it.
Well, thank you. The good thing is that she does
Here's-
love food.
Molly had a white spot, but
Okay,
here's Molly
here
when
has
she
a
was
little
a
white spot.
puppy.
Look at that. How cute. All right, very good. Well, I tell you, Molly is being, in my opinion, very tolerant of Macy here, at least while I'm here, because Macy is for sure very interested in playing with her. And they don't fight over the water? Okay. What about food?
Well, I feed them separately,
Okay.
and I feed her first because she's so
Yeah,
crazy. She
right.
wants food. And I feed Molly,
Hi, Molly.
over on the other side of the kitchen, but as soon as
Okay.
she gets finished, she runs over there and I have to grab her.
Macy runs to Molly's.
Yes.
Okay.
Because Molly eats soft food now.
Okay, right.
She doesn't have very many teeth.
Okay. And what is her, is her poop firm?
For the most part,
Okay.
I have seen a little runny, but for the
Hi.
most part, firm.
Okay. She's very cute. She's very social. She's absolutely adorable. How pretty. Hi, Molly. You're so cute. Hi, darling. Hi, Molly. Good. So pretty. Okay. Where is she primarily having accidents? And is that her? And so that's an exercise pit. Oh, I'm
That
sorry,
is an
darling.
extra crate that we would like
Okay.
for her to be trained in because
Like a
we would
travel
to
one.
take her places.
Yes, for sure.
I bought this. We have not used it.
Okay, this is an exercise pen.
She throws a fit.
Does she?
When we put her in there,
Okay.
even if we're sitting in here, she
Okay.
does not want any part
Do you
of it.
mind putting her in there now so we can kind of see? Look how she flips about. She has like a little stage presence even though she's not in the show ring. Okay, well she's smart. She knows she's been. Look at her. Okay. Well, she good quiet. Good quiet, Macy. Macy's smart. Good quiet. Oh, time to stop. She's really cute. Okay. So, really quickly, yes? So, whatever behavior on a dog's part we observe, whatever behavior on a dog's part we acknowledge, you're going to reinforce it. Okay. So, you see how when you first put her in there and she was inquisitive, she went to go see what toy was, I started saying, good quiet, yes? Because that's the behavior we want to continue to have. Mm-hmm. And then as soon as she made that cute little peep, you also made an affectionate peep. You said, hey, I have it on video. So believe it or not, do you see what I'm getting? Where I'm getting at? You're creating that habit, right? Because both of you, and then
I'm horrible.
No, you're doing good. And most people make that mistake, and even trainers will make that mistake. Yes. So in a situation like this, the very first time that she made that peep, the right thing to do is to walk away and remove ourselves from. Yes, ma'am. And your house is large enough, her bark might, her squealing might be loud enough though, where you can probably walk away and get away from where she's at.
And that's what you should do, right?
You should, and I tell you the truth. Now, you have to exercise discretion, yes? Because if you put puppy in this pen or in the crate and she acts like that and it's because she has to go potty, mistake. So it's always a good idea to give them a potty break.
Potty first.
Exactly, before we kennel them up, okay? But let me give you an example. Let's say you're having a very beautiful day outside. Like today's very beautiful, yeah? And you're gonna go sit outside and read or do whatever. That would be a perfect opportunity to let her go potty and put her in here. Because I can predict that she's going to do this, and then you'll be outside anyways. And you're not bothering your neighbors. Do you understand what I mean? So those type of things are the way that I'm going to condition her. So let me be honest with you. If I was taking her with me today, I would do a lot of that. But I would stay in the same room and I would just tune her out, yeah? Like whatever,
So let me ask you this. So right now, I read somewhere you should leave a crate in the same place at all time. So what I'm doing, I have a crate in my office. I'm spend a lot of time in there.
Okay.
But at night, I take it to my bedroom.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Should I keep her in my bedroom at night?
No, but you have these two crates.
Right.
So I would maybe keep this one in your bedroom.
Bedroom? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Especially because it seems very comfortable.
I'll leave the pad in there.
Well, let's start off. Yes, let's start off with the pad. But if she's peeing in it, then the pad needs to be removed. And then because this is a cloth material, it's still maybe more likely to absorb a smell than the pan. Okay.
This is a little lighter color, so
yeah.
Possibly.
Yes, ma'am. But if she starts peeing on me, she'll be able to tell. But then if that doesn't stop her from peeing and she pees in there, it's better for her not to be in that one because it's going to absorb the smell. Okay.
Okay.
So that's what I'm getting at. But let's go with because you've mentioned a couple of times that she even slept from, like you said, maybe was it 10 to 4 in the morning, 10 p.m. So that's a long time.
That's the longest.
So if she can do that consistently, you're making success. Yes, ma'am. And let me tell you something. Yes, so you've been doing research, which is a good thing. So a lot of times training companies and trainers will say, make sure you put the dog in a crate that is just small enough for them to big enough for them to stand up and turn around in. So that is typically true, okay? But if you happen to have a larger crate and the dog is not peeing in that larger crate, putting that dog in a smaller crate is actually taking a step back. Do you see what I mean? Mm-hmm. Same thing with, like you mentioned, putting her in the laundry room, which that is a good idea in the future. But if you put a puppy in the laundry room, yes, ma'am, and they go potty in that laundry room, you're working against yourself. Okay. Right? Worst case scenario, you'll have a dog that thinks the laundry room is the litter box. Okay. Do you see what I mean? Now, conversely, if you can put a puppy in the laundry room and puppy keeps that area clean, unbelievable. Putting that puppy in a smaller area, believe it or not, in my opinion, is kind of taking a step backwards. The part of the objective here is to give her free roam, to give her as much space as possible, and be reliable in that situation, like Molly is.
That's the goal.
Yes, ma'am. That for sure is the goal. Okay.
So this rug is one of my. She has. Mm-hmm. We've caught her.
Okay.
Because we don't leave her in here with this rug by herself. We've caught her.
Okay.
Clean it up right away because I thought if it doesn't absorb, then I can have a carpet cleaner come clean it.
Yeah, you can.
On my rug.
Yes, for sure.
So
that's
my thinking on that.
She follows you around for the most part. So if you're in the office, she's okay. She's in the office. If you're in the office, she's in the office. If you're in the bedroom, she's in the bedroom. So she's going wherever you guys are at. Yes. Now, and Dad went out of town today, but when Dad is here, and if each of you are in separate spots in the house, who is she with?
She hasn't made a preference yet.
Okay.
Either one. Just
whoever catches her attention.
He's spoiling her already.
Look at this. I'm going to get goosebumps, yes. So may I tell you, right now it's when making those cute, good. Look at me, I can hear her growling. She's giving that thing hell, boy. Good. So the reason that I'm chanting right now is because I'm praising the fact that she's being self-entertained. She's taking out her stress, though. She's giving that thing hell, yeah. That's one of the cutest things, yeah. Good.
So the other thing I read about the crate was, the playpen was to put her crate in there.
You can, yes, but so the thing is, the issue with, there's really no issue with that. I typically don't do that simply because I want the exercise pen to be a crate in and of itself.
In itself?
Yeah, because it is restricting, yes? And unless you have a dog that, how cute, unless you have a dog that is absolutely in love with a crate because they just like going in there. Like Molly, does Molly ever go into a crate?
No, Molly doesn't go in a crate.
Okay, and she won't go into one on her own. Okay, all right. She's not setting the best example. But may I tell you, you see how us just not paying much attention to that whining, and this is what happened, yes? So now it's when, if you and Dad were here, you start looking at her, chanting good, and we want to focus primarily on using the word good. You want to chant the word good. Now, right now, she doesn't realize that the word good is being directed at her. She doesn't, but it's just the same way that they'll learn their name, yes? If you're looking in her direction.
She hasn't picked up on that yet. She loves that toy.
Fantastic, good. So look, believe it or not, that was a reward. Now, if she were yapping at you and barking and you give her something, no, but trainers will tell you to do that, and it's the wrong thing to do because you're rewarding that loud behavior.
Yeah.
Do you understand? See, people think I'm going to put this in there and the dog's going to be satiated. Well, hell no, not if the dog's pissed.
Yeah.
In this context, doing that with this toy, it was a reward and an appropriate reward, man, I tell you, because if she gets bored with that, she's going to be like, what the hell is this thing doing in here? And grab it and maybe give it hell too.
Yep.
Okay? And in these situations, when she's not looking at you, is when it's appropriate to come and pick her up. Do you mind grabbing her now so we can take her and start chanting the word good? Good. Okay, so let's just pause there, yes, because we're going to be doing classes. Now, she is going to be coming with me for boarding, and so she has a vet visit on Monday.
Yes.
So vets are different. I've had vets clear dogs at 9 weeks of age, 10 weeks of age. It just depends. Sometimes I think it's how pushy the owner is, maybe, yeah? So if your vet says, well, as long as he can meet these requirements and you're comfortable with it, it's okay for her to go, she'll be welcome with me on Tuesday, yes? Okay. But otherwise, the way we're going to do it, because she's 9 weeks of age, is we're going to hold several classes until she's...
So she'll be 10 weeks on Monday.
Okay.
So worst case, it would be 2 weeks.
Yeah.
She's already told me, like...
Fantastic. And then the good news is this, yes, is that because I'm going to be coming out to classes, she's going to know me. Right? So she'll at least have that anchor when she comes with me and is thinking like, what the hell just happened? Did I just get readopted? Yes? So the way you did that was perfect. But minus one thing that we have to change. So we want to drop almost every other word from our vocabulary and just start using the word good. So when you started walking up to not good girl, just the word good. And the moment she looks at you, if she makes eye contact with you, you can keep saying the word good or say good look. So look will become, will mean you're making eye contact with me. So this is what I call the good word theory, yes? So this week, what we're going to want to do is so she's nipping at you a little bit, yes?
And I was going to tell you, she was licking me, but typically it's always nipping.
Okay, so and we are going to address that today. Yeah, she likes your jewelry, yeah? She's a real girl. Yeah, she's a real girl. So this is the thing. So just chanting the word good, yes? Whenever she does something that she likes, obviously if she's play biting at you, we're not going to chant the word good because then you're going to encourage that. And now let's go ahead and take her outside to use the restroom, please.
Okay. Should I take some treats from her?
No, ma'am.
I haven't been.
No. Just want to see what you've been doing.
Good potty.
Good. Is Molly going to join us? Can we go outside, Molly? None of that? Okay. Good.
You have to excuse my yard.
No worries.
We haven't gotten them all replaced.
Okay, so same thing here, okay? Yeah, you know, you're going to, there's a big trek from that back door to the grass.
She can't jump
up
and down on this yet.
No, yes.
She wants to bad.
She wants to, yeah.
But,
it's just difficult for her. Okay, let's take her out on the grass. And which, so you typically come right here to the right, yes?
Over here, yeah. And I typically start going, I normally go out with her.
Okay.
I typically start going out.
And fantastic idea, the way you've embellished the gate, the fence. And now, was that done before?
Actually, it was.
Okay, so that was
We were
done
really
even
happy
pre-Macy.
about that. Yep.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So you see how they've put that stuff there to prevent little puppies from squeezing out, even Molly. Hi. So really quickly, we're gonna, because this is a consultation, but it is primarily a class, I'm going to go over things. Now, because of the nature of the class, I have to speak. But typically, whenever you bring a puppy outside, you want to be reticent. Be very quiet. A lot of times, people will make the mistake of telling the dog, go potty, go potty. Did she?
Yeah. No, she hasn't yet.
Okay.
She's looking.
Okay. So, the problem with telling a dog or prompting a dog to go potty is it sounds too much like the praise, good potty. So when you're taking a puppy out here, you want to be ambivalent and reticent. So you want to be quiet. You don't want to pay any attention to her. So if she wants to play with you, you ignore her. You ignore everything. If she's...
Should I have her on a leash?
Nope.
Yeah,
Ideally, no, not on a leash.
Okay.
Yes. And then you just ignore her. And if she were to start chewing on grass, you ignore it. You ignore everything. So you literally become animated and come alive the moment she starts to go potty. And the moment she starts to go potty, we glance at her, we look at her rather, nod our head, and praise, good potty, good potty, good potty. She's very cute, yeah, she's like very sure of herself. She just walks around very proud. So again, me communicating to you right now, it can be a little confusing because it makes it more difficult to separate the signal from the noise. Yeah, so I'm trying to teach you how to signal her and her how to pick up signals. And me talking is making that more difficult. So when you're out here with her by yourself, you're going to be applying what I'm saying by just being completely quiet the entire time that you're out here with her.
So
Okay?
the outside part that you told me so far, I'm right on key. That's what I've been doing.
Perfect.
Inside, not so much, because I've been saying, you want to go potty. You want to go potty. So.
Yeah, so you've been saying you want to go potty.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then when we get out here, the minute that she squats, I say, good potty, good potty, good
Perfect,
potty.
perfect. And see, this is the thing, is
My husband
inside.
laughs at me, but I said, I don't care.
Well, no, yeah, it's the way to do it. And I tell you, so inside the house, instead of saying, do you want to go potty, I would just glance at her and start saying, good, 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 and start making trek to the door. She's going to follow you, of course, okay? When she comes to the door, you can either, I would pick her up just because of, you know, the ledge there and the trek.
Go at the same door, does it matter?
So, you should try to, yes, for sure. That way she'll have a she's really cute, but I don't think she's gone to the restroom yet, right?
No, because she peed in the pool before you got here.
Okay, she did, so she's already gone potty. All right,
I was
naughty.
hoping she'd go again,
Oh my
but you know
God.
they'll pee like 15 times.
Yes, ma'am. And this is what we're going to address, okay?
She doesn't seem to do as much of that in my vision.
Okay.
So,
But she might be associating getting in trouble with it, right? Depending on, so when you do see her going potty in an inappropriate spot inside the house, what has been our reaction? What have we done? And no judging, I just want
well,
I just
no,
need
to
to know.
begin with, I was going, don't. I'm
Okay.
not trying to stop
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Because I've
Try to
read that
startle
that's not
her.
what you should do.
Right.
But
Well-
then she'll start hiding it.
Exactly.
So now, if I catch her in midstream, I pick her up.
Okay,
and I bring her
perfect.
out.
Okay.
But if
Oh my
But if I
God.
don't,
She's
then,
really adorable. Got a lot of personality.
if I don't, I just clean it up.
Okay. So if you, and then may I ask you, when you pick her, if you catch her midstream, so to speak, and you pick her up and you bring her out here, does she finish?
She has,
Wow.
but she doesn't always.
Okay.
It's more like if I catch her.
Good potty.
potty.
Good potty.
Macy. Good
Such a
potty.
sweet, good potty. Such a
we go.
sweet, good tinkle. She's
Good
really
potty.
adorable. You see how she just goes and lays down there?
See how she looks?
Yeah, she's very carefree and cavalier, yeah? She just goes over there, lays down, decides, all right, this might be a good time. So, good potty. So let me address really quickly the foundation of what we're going to be doing this first week, and really my entire program on why people come from all over the country. So we're going to be applying what I call the good word theory. So let me give you an example. You know, in this situation, if you wanted her to come to you, right, calling her right now would be inappropriate because she's unlikely to mind you. She's unlikely to do it. Let's go see what she does then. Oh my God. Good. Good inside. Smart. Is it open?
No, but
Good inside. Yes, please open it. Yes, please. Good. Okay. Oh my God, I just got goosebumps. I got the feels. Okay? Because you know what? Good. Pretty. Good inside. Super smart. So do you see how when we saw, that was amazing. Has she done that before?
Yeah.
Okay, so she'll come to
She
the...
can here, but she can't get up on the porch back there.
Okay, so she made a conscious decision to come back inside the house. How fantastic, okay? So you notice how when I started walking up to her, I started chanting the word good as she looked at me, yes? So what you would do is keep saying the word good, 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 and as you come in, you open the door. The moment she starts to walk in, you say good inside.
Okay, good inside.
Exactly.
Okay.
Same thing with if you're going to go outside. Yes, so if you're going to go outside and you want to take her outside, instead of saying want to go potty, you just look at her and start saying good, 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 start chanting, start walking towards the door. When you walk towards the door, the moment she goes outside or you carry her and take her outside, you want to say good outside. And then you set her down. Yes, so we're trying to basically teach her a vocabulary and with word association. So for example, that was very smart of her. If she were to come to drink water, and every time she drank water, you said good water, she's going to make that association. That's how dogs that I train in the future, if I tell them water, they'll drink because of that word association. Okay?
Okay.
So let's say that a dog has three toys. It's a ball, a bear, and a bunny. If every time that dog walks up to the bunny, you say good bunny, it's only a matter of time before you can say where's your bunny, and she's gonna go look for that specific toy.
Okay, have you seen this before?
No, I haven't. That's adorable though.
It's called a snuggle puppy.
Okay,
And
cute.
it's got a heat pad.
Okay.
And it's got a heartbeat.
How long have you had that?
I have not used it. I just got
Okay,
it.
because I was about to give it the sniff test.
I just
Yeah.
I just opened
All right.
it yesterday because
How
I
cute.
read about how
Wow, look at that.
put it in the
I'm gonna have to research it.
you put it in their bed if you're having a hard time with them sleeping
Okay.
at night. So you turn this on and it beeps, and then you open this up and it gets warm, and you put it in here.
Okay.
And they say put it in the crate with them, and it makes them think that maybe they're next to you. I've not tried it.
No, let's try it because if it keeps her asleep all night and prevents going potty, then it's a good thing.
Okay.
But your idea right now is her to sleep in your bedroom, in a crate in the bedroom until she's trustworthy. Correct? Where does
Are
Molly
you
sleep?
saying that's what we're doing, but is that what we should be doing?
Well, yes, that is okay for her to be in a crate in your bedroom for sure. There's nothing.
Molly sleeps with us.
Okay, so that's what I would be doing, and that's what I'm going to do with her. She's literally going to be in my bedroom.
Yes.
The reason for this is because if, let's say she's sound asleep and something rouses her and she wakes up, she has to go potty. Same thing if anyone, let's say that, you guys are retired by 9:30 at night, but if somebody has to get up at 1 in the morning or at midnight to use the restroom, puppy needs a potty break.
Right.
I promise
Every time
you.
we get up,
Okay.
So this is what
She's
we're doing.
adorable.
This
She's
is
really
what
behaving
she,
good,
she
huh?
plays, and then she'll just fall
Just
out.
flop, yeah.
Just fall
All
out.
right.
So
Awesome.
at night when we go to bed, I try and put her in the crate. She
Okay.
cries.
Mm-hmm.
I get her out. Sometimes I don't even put her in the crate because I've already learned.
Okay.
So I play with her when we're laying in bed, and then the minute she flops over, I pick her up and I
Okay.
put her in the crate. This is what I did last night.
Right.
This is what I've done every night.
Okay. And when you pick her up, it doesn't wake her up.
Well, she wakes up,
But if she's so tired, okay.
she just lays back down and goes
Okay.
back to sleep.
Okay, and you're having success with that, I would imagine.
So far,
Yes,
yeah.
that's a very good
Now,
tactic.
night before last, it was rough, but I think I told you the next morning I got up and found that she had pooped in her crate.
So that's why she was
Yeah,
giving
she
you
gave
hell.
me trouble
Yeah.
all night long.
Okay,
Well, I
good.
didn't get mad at you.
Yeah, I'm hoping to catch some of that on camera because it's really fun. Good. She's really kind to her though,
She's
to be honest
tolerant.
with you. She's very tolerant,
To an
that's for sure.
extent.
Because she would, she'd be pestered with less if she just,
Well, we
checked her a
got
couple
Molly
of
when my
times.
other dog was 7, and Molly was just as aggravating to Roxy
Yeah, I
as
bet.
what Macy was to
Yeah,
Molly.
I bet.
So
Yeah,
when my husband says,
they just don't
"You get
remember.
payback."
Yeah, they just don't
The only
remember.
thing is, Molly's 14.
Okay, so typically, what door do you use for, what door, so let's start coming up with, well,
Okay, so we've got a door in our bedroom that I use in the middle of the night.
okay, is she on the first floor?
Yeah.
On downstairs?
Yeah,
Okay.
she has not even been upstairs.
Okay, Good
But
idea.
I stay in my office so much. I use that. Yeah, I use whichever door I happen to be close
Okay.
to, and that's the reason I ask is, should I use just one? Because
Well-
I definitely can.
well, not necessarily. So what I would do is how often do you guys spend time in this room?
Every night watching TV for
Okay.
a couple hours.
Okay, so this crate, I would try to start using this as your
In the
overnight
bedroom.
crate in the
Okay.
bedroom, okay?
Okay.
And then please keep me updated. Don't wait until our next class if you're having accidents every night.
Okay.
Communication is key. See, speaking of communication. She's just trying to bestir some play out of her.
See what Molly does.
Yeah.
Molly does that. Molly does that.
It's cute though, isn't it? The way the little, yeah, because she's brave. Look at her. Look, she's getting really pissed.
She just gets mad and she
Yeah.
gets worse. Tell her about it, Molly.
And you know what? She's so smart. She goes and starts nipping at the rear.
Yeah.
Because she realizes she's going to try to bite me. She can't turn fast enough. Almost has like a little swarm of bees. Look at her. How cute. And I think as far as like the relationship with themselves, it's going to resolve herself because I don't think Molly's going to be too aggressive with her on the payback.
Molly is very Molly.
Oh, she got the zoomies. She just bumped into you by accident that time. That was an accident. She's very opinionated this one. Yeah? She's fussing, giving me hell. Okay. So again, let's use this crate overnight. Now I'm gonna, because of the square footage here, because there's separate, we walked out that door, we came in that other door. Let me tell you what, and it might be something that Molly has to adjust to. And again, I'm going to need your feedback on this, okay? But I'm going to be honest with you. You know, you obviously know what a litter box is for cats.
Right.
Yes?
Yeah.
Go and get 3 or 4 or 5 of them, depending on how many doors you have that you are going to potentially use for potty breaks. Okay? She got the zoomies.
So
she's digging it.
Some litter boxes?
Yes, ma'am. But you want to get this like for a kitten, so where they're maybe only about 2.5 inches deep.
Okay.
You know, like the size of a. You want to get one that she can stick her head into, because these are going to be your new water bowls. Her new water bowls.
Oh, okay.
So she needs to be able to drink from them. Or you can actually get dog water bowls too. But litter boxes seem to work really well with small dogs like this.
Okay.
So one that is about the size of square inches of a laptop, and about 2 to 3 inches deep. Just the cheapest. Yes, ma'am. Exactly. It'll be like a little plastic pan. And I'll send you a picture of what I'm talking about after this. Okay?
Okay.
So you want to get the cheapest ones that you can find. Now this is where it might be so as many as you need for the doors. You can probably find them for $1, yeah? So get plenty. And what you're going to want to do is, you're going to want to remove access to water from inside the house altogether. I know this might be a little different from Molly, but she'll adjust. She's smart, okay? And if you see that she's just not picking up on it, then you can start giving her water independently. But what you want to do is you want to place the thing of water outside of every door that you're going to potentially use. No water anywhere inside the house. Putting the water outside is going to, out of her natural survival instinct, encourage her to go to the door. So her going to that other door that she went to is just her putting 2 and 2 together. I want to go inside. This is a way in. I guarantee you, if that ledge was not a problem, she would have gone to that door. But the ledge is there.
She runs over here sometimes and she gets mad.
And she's smart. Well, she's smart. She's showing off. Yeah, she's like, I know I can't cross that, so I'm just going to go to this back door. So if there was a thing of water back there, which there should be, and there should be one here,
Okay.
if she's thirsty enough, and she seems like a smart little dog, she's more than likely going to go to the door because she is thirsty. When she goes to the door, you start chanting, good, 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 as you let her out. You let her out, she gets to drinking that water, you tell her good water, good water. Now if she's here, you wait with her here, but before you bring her back inside now, exactly. Now she's tasked with going potty. If she goes out that other door that we came in, then you may not have to pick her up. In that situation, I tell you the truth, I would let her drink water, and as she's drinking, I would start walking away and come to the grass where we were standing. Okay. She's likely going to scurry over there real fast and then end up doing something. Now this is, oh my gosh, she's so fast. She almost ran into that column there. Okay? Yeah.
In just like a second, she can disappear.
Okay, yeah, let's go over there and see what she's up to. So look, she might just be, she's adorable. She just comes over here and lay down. Yeah? She has a little bit of an independent streak about her though, yeah?
Yeah.
Because she came around over here to lay down. Oh wait, good down. So again, that's an example of the good word theory, yes? So this week, you want to start saying the word good followed by whatever
word would be associated to that action. Yes, ma'am. So good down. So you see when she walks up to you and does that ever so cute little drop, the moment she lays down, I would start saying, good down, Macy, good down. I tell you the truth. If you were to walk away from her, so watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to be moving. Good stay. Good stay. Good. What a good stay. She doesn't have to stay put, but because she's choosing not to follow me, inaction is a choice all in and of itself. So I'm going to chant, good stay, good stay. So you and Dad need to do this. Let's say that she's super pooped and lays down. And you have to get up to get a drink or whatever, and you get up and she doesn't follow you. Look at her and start saying, good stay, good stay. So look, she's drinking water. So she's smart enough to know that let's say you had already been doing this for 2 weeks, she would have more than likely have gone to that door. Hell, she did it already without it. Yeah, she would have, I got goosebumps. She would have gone to the door because she's thinking, I'm thirsty. And then guess what? If you just don't pick up on the fact that she's there, which you will because you're an attentive parent, she might even bark because she's opinionated.
That'd be great.
Oh yeah. So listen, you know how you asked me, so how do you do it? Are you going to do bell training, this and that? Hell yeah, we're going to do all of it. All right, please. Let's do as much as we can for it to work.
I agree.
So I'd like for you to get a couple of bells as well because she's very food motivated. Okay? So you want to get bells, you can get these at pet stores, you can get them, you can order them online. They're specifically made for doors.
Bells with a ribbon.
Yes, ma'am, exactly. And what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna need to use some shenanigans, employ some shenanigans like a magician. So let's say that you're in your she's really cute, she's really into you. Let's say that you're in your office hanging out and Dad is out here. Okay? What Dad should do is, knowing that you're in the office, Dad should get up and grab a treat. Ideally like a liver treat, something soft and chewy. Or, perfect. I love that.
Well, I got it from you.
Okay, perfect. And you know what? Yeah, perfect. And you know what I noticed, so you might be already be doing, well, the next thing that I was going to segue into is, you don't want to reach for the bag.
Well,
because the
I
bag,
didn't know that, but
think about it, the bag becomes classical conditioning, inappropriately so.
Well, Molly does the same thing with cheese.
Yeah, right.
You open that refrigerator and you get the
and they
cheese
know. So
out,
see, that's become right. So that's classical conditioning, and it's the wrong classical conditioning, right? So what you would do is this: you would put. Yeah, she already knows because you even heard that bag. So what you do is, let's say you're in the office, hanging out, and little one is there with you. Okay, while you're in the office, Dad ideally is going to have the wherewithal to get up quietly and put a little bit of peanut butter and attach that treat to the peanut butter on the bell. For the love of goodness, I think you already know where I'm going with this. So let me explain. You guys come out of the office and you're just whistling Dixie, minding your own business.
Let me ask about the bell. How does she reach the bell? How do you hang?
They're very low. So they make them for dogs.
Oh, so
it'll hang low from the door. Yes, ma'am, and it'll hang low enough for her. They should get one that's going to hang low enough so she can mess with it. Yes. So what's going to happen is, let's say you're in the office, you come out of the office, you come out and hang out here. She's very food motivated, you said. Ooh. All right? If she doesn't go to the door because she wants water, she'll more than likely going to catch a whiff of that treat, run to the bell, and in the act of licking it and trying to free that treat, she's going to ding the bell. You see where I'm going with this? Yeah, you're like training a rat in a tank. Yeah, you're using Pavlov here, right? Very important. So then you start chanting the word good because she dinged the bell, and then we make our trip outside.
Okay.
All these things are what I would be doing immediately if I was picking her up instead of doing a class with you.
Okay,
all of these things.
So I bought this because my vet.
And listen, she's very treat motivated because she's standing around here sniffing.
Yeah, have you ever seen these?
No, ma'am.
So it's you put the peanut butter in one of these,
fun.
or cheese whiz, or something like that. It's like keeps them stimulated, motivated, active. So
you know what? That's a fantastic toy.
I've not used it, obviously.
I'm going to look into that because I think that's a fabulous idea. I'm glad that you have that. Actually, like
they're
both of
called
them.
a lick something or other.
Okay.
A lick mat.
So those lick mats I would put and utilize specifically and strictly in that exercise pad. Okay. So do you understand what I'm saying? So it's kind of like she's going into her room and like punishing a kid that goes in the room, but they have video games, TVs, and everything in there. Yeah, exactly. So exactly, same idea here. So she doesn't view it as a punishment. Right. So those things I think I'm not going to look into those.
That's exactly what the vet said.
Okay, very beneficial. So you put those inside that area, the crate area, yeah? So, and make sure it's loaded every time she goes in there. Or conversely, you could also wait until she's gotten quiet, and then when she's gotten quiet, chant the word good and go and put it down there afterwards. Yes, as a reward for being quiet. So back to what I was saying about the bell. She was sniffing around over here because she knows exactly. So doing, let's say, putting a bell there, and at that door, I would get 2 of them, one here and one there. You want to expedite everything? Go wild and get 3 of them.
Right.
For 4, because in the future she's going to eventually be able to jump up there. Because guess what? Dogs are more likely to scratch and paw at the outside door to get inside naturally. Hell, let's put it this way. How many times has she gone to the door to go outside? For real? None. She's at least once, because I have it on film, gone to the door to be asked to come in. And I think you mentioned that she's done that before, yes?
Come in.
Exactly. So do you see what I'm telling you? I'm telling you the truth.
Exactly.
Dogs are more likely to scratch to come inside than to go outside, yeah?
So the bell's there.
Yes, ma'am, you're going to learn so fast, yeah? So she dings that bell out there, and guess what? She starts making that association. The bell is like abracadabra. Things open for me.
How they did that.
Right? So that's how we're going to utilize those 2 different things. We're going to, how pretty, yeah? You know, another thing that I was thinking about that might even work really well also is if you know, I would still go with the bell, but those sticky things, and I've never recommended this, I didn't even know about this, but I'm going to start using them. Those sticky things, let's say that you're in the office, Dad puts that sticky thing with a little bit of peanut butter here. She's going to walk over there, put a little paws up, and start licking it. And then you let her out. The bell has the benefit of you hearing something. Do you understand what I mean? Now, let's say that you've been in the office for 10 or 20 minutes or so, 30 minutes, and you come out here. You need to kind of shuffle around, maybe pretend like you're, you know, straightening things up to kind of get her to understand there's something there, a treat there, a reward there, yeah?
Without just taking her to it.
Exactly. Let it almost be her own decision. Worst case scenario, you can toss a little toy in the direction of the door. She's going to go grab the toy. Exactly. Bang, hit that, and you'll do it. So she literally just kicks her little leg out. She's really cute. Yeah, look at her. You're fascinating. They're telling you, Mom, you got to do something about this.
I know.
You got to do something about this, Mom. There's only so much you can take.
I know it.
Now she's fussing at you, yeah, pretty girl. So again, and I would let them work this dynamic out themselves, yeah, because believe it or not, even just a little bit of movement and oxygen she has circulating from avoiding this one is a good thing, okay? And that puppy gate there is a good idea too, because otherwise she'd just be rolling, going all over there. So those are the ways we're going to start encouraging her to go to the door. Now, I also want to start putting her potentially on a crate regimen, okay? Now, I know you're having difficulties with the crate training.
Let's go in here and let me show you.
Okay, good.
So, actually, she goes in the crate
She's adorable.
when she gets tired. I mean, she goes to a lot of places when she gets tired. Now, the mat's not in, the thing's not in there,
perfect.
she peed on it, but
Yeah. Perfect.
this little blanket came with that puppy. So,
Okay. Oh, and you already have some kind of edibles for her.
yeah,
Fantastic.
there's a couple of them around here, but
Okay.
I was going to ask you, you said something about the ears.
Yeah,
and
so
stuff.
this is a
Those
good
too big
edible,
for her?
yes? No, ma'am. The edibles, that's actually a blessing because typically a pig ear doesn't last the dog very long. It's going to last them a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, typically they go away.
any
So this
kind
is
of
an
little
edible.
thing like that,
Any,
yeah.
especially, specifically, animal byproducts, okay? Things that are made to be destroyed. So these things here are chew toys because she can't eat them.
Has, some little food in it.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
She hasn't shown too much interest in that yet.
I would still consider that. So that's potentially an edible.
But
It's
I
like
will
a
get
combination.
some of those other things.
And I actually brought some as well. Yes, I brought 2 for each of them. Yeah, just to show you because most people don't have edibles. So dogs need to have. She needs to have 5 different edibles available to her at all times. Now they need to be left outside, not in the crate. A lot of trainers will say, you know, put things in the crate for the dog, right? Well,
Vet said put a toy or some food in there to get her to go in there.
so the food, like throwing a treat in there to make her go in there, that's perfectly all right.
Okay.
And I
That's
tell you,
what she said.
yeah, so that's perfectly all right. I'm also, and let me tangent off of that really, really quickly, and then I'll go back to the edibles. So let's say that, and really fast, I have to address this because she went to this blanket, okay? So let's say that this blanket is there, or she has a doggy bed, and she goes on the blanket or the doggy bed by herself. I would start saying good place.
Oh, okay.
So remember, the good word theory, you're building a vocabulary.
This is normally laying on the floor by my desk.
Okay.
She sleeps on it more than you.
How cute. Okay.
It's normally like right here.
Okay.
That's where I put
And
it.
that could-
My work bag.
And you know what? That's a good idea, because if it is your work bag, so if you take it to work, you'll have like an automatic, place to send her to.
Yeah.
Right? So do you see? So even getting on top of that, you could say good place.
She gets that. She gets in that thing.
Okay.
It had a bunch of magazines in it. She kept
Okay.
putting them up. So
That's
I
what
put
she
the
was getting in there.
magazines away.
Yep.
So
How cute. So do you understand what I mean by the good word theory really quickly? Yes,
Yeah.
you're just going to be acknowledging. So dogs and children thrive in a large community of acknowledgement and affection. And I tell you the truth, most people acknowledge their dog when their dog is being naughty.
bad.
Exactly. Not when the dog is behaving and being quiet and still. And that's what I'm trying to praise her. Yes. So really, really quickly about the crate thing. You don't want to put anything in there, because if you put a bunch of her chew toys and play toys in there, she's going to deal with the stress of being separated from you being gone, by chewing. It's like somebody who starts to smoke. They start dealing with their stress by smoking cigarettes, yeah? Some people, if every time they feel stressed, they go for a walk. Eventually, that's what they want to do. I want to go for a walk because I'm stressed. Do you understand what I mean? Same thing with the dog. You put a dog in here, she's stressed, and she has toys in there, she's going to start chewing on them. Now she starts to deal with that anxiety by chewing. So one day in the future, if you leave her out and about, anything that is not exactly where it typically is at, that's out of place, she's going to think, damn, that was nice of them. They left these shoes out here for me to chew on.
Well, let me
right?
tell you what happened with Molly. I think this is what led us to take her to Mansfield Spring.
Right.
We had her, got her in September. We kept her in the crate pretty much all the time, or confined,
Okay.
until May.
Okay.
We went to a party. Our daughter calls us. She was staying with us at the time, and said, this puppy chewed the edge of every single stair going up.
Oh
the whole
my
first
God.
landing, she chewed that square off of
Yeah.
every one of those
She was
stairs.
strong enough to do that?
Yes.
So that was major
Yes.
anxiety. Look at that.
She was
Good
like 9 months
place.
old. Yeah, that's Molly's bed.
Okay, but another thing, this is why I like coming to people's homes, because I wouldn't think to ask this. But you even have a thing of water in here for her. So you're working
Molly,
against
yeah.
yourself.
These are all for Molly.
They were already there. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I haven't moved them, but
yeah. So but look what's happening. Oh my God! Look what's happening. So we're going potty in the wrong spot. Do you see what I mean? So now let's go, because she just drank a little water. Let's do the right thing. Let's go ahead and pick her up and take her outside again. Yes. Good. Pretty. Let's go back outside, and maybe we can go out through this door. Yes.
Yep.
Good outside, darling. Molly gonna go outside? Good outside, baby? Good? Smart? You don't want good? Okay, she doesn't want to. Good outside. So remember what I said to you. Had there been a litter box with water right outside of that door, the likelihood that she would have gone to that door is high. Unless she just had a drink because it was there, the opportunity, yes? Just an opportunistic drink. Good. So again, we want to start getting in the habit of doing that. And then back to what I was saying about the crate. If whenever you put her in the crate is completely empty, she's going to learn to deal with that anxiety by falling asleep. It's almost like she's asking you to come out this way, yes? Okay, let's see what happens if we walk away further out. Good. And she's giving up. Good. I don't know if she's noticed us. So let's go walk back towards her. Yeah, we probably need to teach her to swim, just in case she ever does fall in there. It won't be difficult to teach her to swim.
I think she knows, because when I give her a bath,
She acts like she's swimming, yes?
swimming the whole time.
Okay, she's very cute. So, you see this situation here? So if I were to start...
Never seen her do that before.
If I were to start telling her to stop or fussing at her, you just encourage it, okay? So, perfect. That's the very best way to handle it. Let's say if she kept doing it and you didn't want her to mess with it, good down, smart. So again, see if she lays down, good stay, good down stay, smart, good down stay, good down stay, pretty. She's very photogenic. Good down stay, good. And let's say that I were to do something that the moment she gets up, you're turned off. completely get quiet. See, yeah, she's gonna have to learn to swim. She seems adventurous. I think she's trying to illustrate the idea of having water outside for her. Yeah? Looks like she wants to get a drink from that thing. She's so cute. She is so cute. She literally might be trying to get a drink. So again, further reiterating the point that I'm talking about in there, yes? So you put the crate, whenever you put her in the crate, you don't want to put anything in the crate. Yeah, so she's completely quiet. Now, whenever you put her in the crate, technically it should be for no less than, let's call it 30 minutes at the moment. She got a lot of energy. It's fun. It's fun. It's just fun having a little dog like this. So again, whenever we put her in the crate, it needs to be for a minimum. And again, I need your feedback because this, I might ask you to change this, lessen it or increase it, for 30 minutes. Okay? And I'm going to tell you something. Whenever you're out here with her, if 5 minutes pass and she doesn't use the restroom,
Go in.
you're gonna take her, you're gonna go inside the house. Oh my God, got the zoomies. Good, good. Let's walk further out, please. We're going to, so I'm hoping that she goes potty for us, okay? Because if she doesn't go potty and you've been out here with her for 5 minutes, when you come back inside the house, well, and you're not going to allow her to walk back inside the house, you're gonna wanna pick her up and you're gonna wanna put her in the crate for a minimum of, like in this situation, I would do maybe 15 minutes because we know she drank water. If you don't put her up, the likelihood that she's going to have an accident is very, very high.
100% high.
Yes, ma'am. So look, she knows she wants to go back inside the house now. Okay, let's go ahead and get her and let's go put her in her crate then. Simply because she didn't use the restroom. But look, she already, this is what I'm talking about. See how they go to the door readily when they want to go back inside but don't want to make that connection about going outside. Good. Pretty baby.
Come on, baby.
Perfect. And I tell you, the crate cleaning here in the office is good because if you're in the living room, you're in another room, you know, you're not going to be bothered by it. But the very best thing to do for now is to be quiet, is to ignore her whenever she is fussing. There are ways to punish this behavior, but you've only had her 2 weeks. I don't feel comfortable advising, and I am going to advise you that in the future, but for now, the very best thing to do would just be to completely ignore this behavior, okay? Ignore the whole barking and fussing. And what you would do here is you would leave her in that kennel for 15 minutes. Now, if she were to fall asleep on you now, it's perfectly all right to extend that time out if she's knocked out, all right? If she's knocked out, then you can... So if she's knocked out, you can extend it 30 minutes or whatever until she wakes up. But if she's awake and has been quiet, after 15 minutes, you open the kennel. You don't let her walk out because she might just go ahead and tinkle immediately. You pick her up, you take her outside, and you give her...
When I take her out of the crate in the middle of the night, I don't let her...
No, it's not a good idea.
I pick her up.
Exactly, it's not a good idea. And look, she's already kind of gotten herself nice and quiet. Do you see what I mean? She's doing really good, yeah, because she's not like, I'm thinking there's going to be a whole lot of, she's doing really, I believe you, right? Because she's not an honest woman, but damn, she's doing really good right now, yeah? She's trying to show you why you should not send her for training. So this is the thing. You see how well she's doing now in 10 minutes, 15 minutes?
I'm telling you, she doesn't always do this.
Right, she's doing good though. She's doing really good. You would take her outside and give her another opportunity. Rinse and repeat. 5 minutes pass, she doesn't use the restroom, back into the kennel. Exactly. For about 10 to 15 minutes. With a larger breed dog, I always recommend 30 minutes strictly, but because she's so small and that bladder is so tiny, you don't want to risk it. You better err on the side of caution. Yes. Okay? Now, let's say you take her outside after 10 minutes and she goes potty. Actually, and remember, you're very quiet out there. You set her down, you're quiet, you walk out towards the grass. If she starts to produce, you're going to say, good potty, good potty, good potty. And then if you're pretty certain that she doesn't have to deliver a package, no poop or anything, then guess what? And I would walk towards this back door celebrating her, chanting the word good, and then let her walk back inside. So I tell you the truth, walking back inside the house is a reward in and of itself. You have to make that distinction very clear. Don't go to the restroom, I'm going to pick you up and you're going to be put in the kennel. go to the
But if you do,
restroom,
you're gonna get
you get to
inside.
walk back inside the house like a big girl. But
Okay,
she
so
already
what
thinks
about
she's
the
a big
treats?
girl. So there's no need to use the treats in the context of house training right
Okay.
now. Okay? Other than, well, that's not true because the only context for now should
Hanging
be,
on the
amen, on the bell.
Okay.
Right? And you understand what I'm saying? A little bit of peanut butter.
Yeah.
The liver treat is going to stick to the peanut butter. She's going to fidget with it. It's going to make noise. Do you see what I mean by this? And again, please remove all the water from inside the house. And then if she has trouble adjusting, let me know and I'm going to be able to give you some more advice. But look what's happening.
Molly typically is in that chair right there.
Okay, she can jump up there.
No, she was not.
Okay, I was going to say, damn.
No.
All right.
I put her up there.
Oh, how cute though, look. She's just being calm. Yeah, she's like, Mom, I'm already trained. Yeah.
Where's her face?
I think she just passed out.
Passed out.
Yeah, she's meditating. Yeah, she got her eyes closed.
So when Molly gets down, I'll just give her water, and then
Okay.
put her back on the bed.
Yeah.
That'll solve that.
The
problem.
other thing is too, see the problem is when you have a really smart dog, let's say I was gonna say you can also pick that up and out of the reach and then set it down whenever this was put up. But a smart dog, and she seems smart, she pays a lot of attention, is gonna realize the water's up there and instead of going to the door, it's
gonna
gonna
go there.
yeah. Sometimes people will tell me he's real smart, but he knows where the water is at because he'll go to the faucet whenever he wants water. Well, again, you're messing up. If your dog is that smart, don't let them see you pour the water in the bowl. They just need to think that it's ever replenishing. Exactly. Do you understand what I mean by all of these things, okay?
I get it. I've never heard that before, but
Well, I tell you the truth, a lot of this is proprietary information,
I
man.
see.
I tell you the truth, yeah. Just from experience, just knowing. Because house training,
what, baby?
yeah, I think she just said amen. I think that a lot of times, especially with house training, it's one of the most frustrating things that can happen. Oh, she's asking to be put up.
You want me in your chair?
Smart. So that's going to lead me to another thing, yes? And not that this applies to you, but I'm going to tell you because I think you'll be able to, if not immediately in time, it's going to dawn on you, okay? And you're going to be able to put two and two together, right?
Yeah.
So let me give you this example. You notice how just a little while ago she barked. You obviously noticed it because you started thinking, what does she want?
Yeah.
You picked her up and you put her on the couch, okay? So this is what I want you to understand. A lot of times whenever somebody has a dog that is a nuisance barker, the way that I go about the long passive approach to changing that would be this. If you have a dog and every time they bark, if you come undone with happiness and you praise them and you pick them up and you kiss them and you put them in their crate, eventually they're not going to bark because they're going to think you think they're asking to be put in the kennel.
Oh.
Do you see what I'm talking about? So now that idea maybe doesn't apply here, but it's the same. Again, it's Pavlov. I do this, this happens.
This happens.
It's the law
Cause
of
and effect.
exactly. I call it the law of predictability. Yeah, so the dog starts to become very, very predictable. And this little dog's doing really good. I tell you the truth, I was a little bit hesitant to actually recommend my advice because I thought I'm gonna have to talk really loud to get that to talk over her. She's being so damn good though. Yeah? So do you understand what I'm talking about of how you're doing this? Mm-hmm. Now I am going to say this to you. You said sometimes you have to be gone 3 or 4 hours or whenever you have to. Whenever you have to, yes, you want to put her in that crate. Make sure you give her a potty break beforehand. But if you find that she's using the restroom during that 4-hour period or whatever that you're gone, you're better off putting her in that exercise pen.
Okay.
Because again, her being that close to her urine is only going to make her okay with it.
Yeah.
You don't want her to be okay with
Right.
it. So she's really not okay with being near her poop.
No.
But she's,
no.
I guess, and I'm just going to be honest, she might be okay with being around her piddle.
Well.
Because there was already some in there.
There
Do you
was
see
a
what I
lot in
mean?
there.
Okay, there was a lot in there.
I mean, you could tell from the
No,
it
yeah,
was
but-
all dry.
Yes, but do you see what I'm talking about?
Yes.
A lot of people make that mistake. They don't realize, well, you're not going to potty in there with the dog maybe is, yes?
Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying.
The minute I hung up from you yesterday, I said, let me just check that out. So
Okay,
I got
Eureka.
that pad out, and I
Yeah.
go, oh, God,
Oh,
he's
my
right.
goodness,
And then I
Eureka.
took it out, I took the cover off of it,
Yeah.
turned it inside out, it had pee all over.
Oh my God, okay.
So-
and it's washable, yes?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's in the dryer right now. as a
Okay,
matter of
okay.
fact.
But look how good she's doing.
I know it.
Right? So again,
See, like she just passes out.
yeah, and remember my rule. So 15 minutes if she's awake and alive and alert.
Right, or just
she's
leave her
definitely
until she
but yes,
wakes
ma'am. Please leave her in there until she wakes up. No need in stopping it.
Like this morning, I've been here working. I told you I'm having to change my QuickBooks over, and
Yeah, it's a hassle.
it's driving me crazy.
Pretty girl.
And she was just laying around sleeping all morning.
She
It
was?
wouldn't give me a problem at all.
Okay, fantastic.
Sometimes she gets under my desk and chews on my toes, but she wasn't doing that this morning. She was just chilling.
Okay, very, very, very good. And like I was saying, you're doing a good job of giving her plenty of chew toys. This is an edible, so she does need...
So I need those. I need the bells. I need the cat litter boxes.
Right, and then I also brought this for each of them. Yes, this is a cow's hoof. So this is an edible. Yes.
This dog's a crazy dog. She won't chew on the bone.
Oh, she won't. Okay. Well, here. I'm gonna set this down here. I don't want to give it to the puppy because the puppy is going to then want to wake up and go with her. But look, she is awake and she's not fussing.
Yep.
So this is the other important thing that people don't realize. If you put all those edibles in the crate, guess what is going to be low value when she's out of the crate?
The treats.
Of course. So if she doesn't have access to any of them, they all become high value. And the more edibles she has, the less you become an edible, right? The less of a chew toy you end up being.
Cool.
So this is what I'm saying. So right there, that would be
She
two
made my
edibles.
husband's nose bleed in 2 places last night. He was
Oh my
laying
God,
on
and
the
it-
floor playing with her.
And okay, yeah.
She hit his nose 2 different
And that
places,
hurts, like-
and it was just bleeding everywhere. I go, oh my
A
God.
puppy did that to me a few days. It hurts like hell because it's sharp. There's a
Yes,
run on the
their-
edge and you want to
their
mess with
teeth
it.
are-
So
Do
do you
people
understand?
mostly send you puppies from across the country to train?
Yes, ma'am. A lot of times, yeah, and then like sometimes older dogs. So I have, but yes, typically it is puppies.
Puppies.
And I will tell you, a lot of times those puppies come to me at 9 weeks of age, 10 weeks of age. Their veterinarians clear it or whatever, and so I just take extremely extra precautions. Like she wouldn't be around the
The only thing
dogs.
that I'd read this, and then she mentioned it was the parvo.
Yeah, but this is the truth. Yes, parvo is airborne. So like, and in this neighborhood, you don't have any strays.
Yeah.
So you really don't have. So like, going in your front yard, you really don't have much to worry about. Now, if
She
you
was
live,
just saying, like, don't take her out to public places and don't take her around too many other dogs.
No, yeah.
Because
Parvo.
is a real
right,
thing.
and the thing is, it's airborne too. So like, sometimes I'll see people with an 8-week-old puppy walking around PetSmart holding it or in the basket. It's
Well, everybody
stupid.
wants to take their dog.
It's just not the right thing to do.
I
Yeah.
haven't done it, but I could have done it.
Yeah.
Very easily have done it.
And it's fun. And I tell you, it could benefit the dog, like socialization wise. But I tell you, I'm from Houston. When I moved out in this area, I can't tell you how many dogs I went to go meet out in the country where I was the first person they met, and oftentimes maybe the first Hispanic person that they met. And dogs were friendly as hell. You see what I mean? So the socialization thing is a myth. In fact, you can go on YouTube and see videos of dogs out in the mountains that have never met anybody, or somebody out there videotaping and the dog's friendly. So there's a socialization myth, but it's better to err on the side of caution. And so that's the biggest deal. But yeah, when dogs come from out of the country, especially with, these are little dogs, but if you're dealing with like an Italian Mastiff or a Cane Corso, and you want to make
Big
sure,
dogs.
yes ma'am, those dogs, like if they end up becoming aggressive when they're a year old, that's a lot of dog, right? These little dogs, yes ma'am, these little dogs a year old and they're aggressive, they're still kind of manageable.
Yeah.
They're little,
But I don't want a bad dog. I don't want a mean dog.
No.
We have too many grandchildren.
Yeah, no.
We have little bitty, little grandchildren.
Yeah.
So
Well, and this is,
I don't want an aggressive dog.
a lot of times this is why I advise people from certain breeds of dogs. I am like my niche is the Italian Mastiffs, the Cane Corsos. But a lot of times when people reach out to me, I refuse to even recommend a breeder for people. Do your own research because you don't know what you're going to get. See, Yorkies, I tell you the truth, are a purebred dog, okay? But Cane Corsos, Italian Mastiffs, and pardon the digression, they're a designer exotic breed. People think they're a purebred dog, but they're really not. And I know this from experience. If you breed a litter of Yorkies, they all kind of look the same, follow full, and
Well,
sometimes you have
saw the
exceptions.
picture of her, they look just alike.
Exactly. When you breed a Cane Corso, and even myself, I've had Cane Corsos that were from champion show lines, and from the same litter, you'll have 8 puppies, and they all have different physical characteristics. So they don't even breed true type. People think they do, but they really don't. But right now, I have 4 Corsos. None of them look the same. One is kind of more boxerish, one is kind of more mastiffy, one is kind of more Rottweilerish. My own is more bull mastiffy.
And you think they'll be okay with her, huh?
Yeah, well, my own dogs will be for sure. So like training dogs, she won't be around the big training dogs. But like I have a Caucasian Shepherd dog. He absolutely loves little puppies, so they're going to be fine with her. And in addition to, she's going to be literally inside my home. She's going to be fine. She's going to have a good time with them. Yes, so she'll be completely safe. So again, as I was saying, in that situation there, you see how she's being nice and calm. I would allow that to happen. and then the edibles. So she does need to have at least 5 different edibles, and ideally they're strewn about whenever you're home and she's out, so that those things are higher value than everything else, right? Otherwise, things like your shoes and everything become high value because those aren't inside the crate with
She's
her.
bad about chewing on wires. In
Okay.
fact, you'll see, this is normally like over here.
I see.
But she was getting in between the desk and
So
the
you
wall
covered it
and
up.
chewing on the wall.
Okay.
He had the same problem over there, and we don't want
Okay.
her to electrocute herself. So
Right.
we just kind of.
So let me give you some practical advice for this, okay? And you don't want to spare her in this situation. You want to kind of almost treat her maybe like Molly, or kind of like her mom would do, like, you know, her 4-legged mom. So if she starts to chew on a wire, saying the word no, doing all of this is the wrong thing to do, because now you're adding attention. The right thing to do is to walk over there and, very matter of fact, either grab her by the little collar or pinch the back of her neck. And you see breeders do this all the time, right? They'll grab the dog by the back and pick him up. I get uncomfortable with that. But do it if she's chewing on the wires.
Okay.
So if she's chewing on the wires, you go over there with your 2 fingers, you just kind of pinch on top of the back of the neck right here, lift her up, and then give her a little toss. Now, you're not going to throw the hell out of her. You're just going to toss her away to make it. Exactly. And then you start moving away from it. And if she doesn't, you do it again. But the second time, you make it a little more stressful, a little more aggressive.
So what if she turns around and goes right back?
Then she thinks you're playing.
Do it again.
You do it again, and you do it a little bit more aggressively. Okay. And that is a possibility with her, because this one's not playing when she's like, leave me the hell alone. But this one's like, whatever. Fuck it, I'm going to keep doing it. So do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
But you have to persist. And it's easy for somebody to say, well, you know what, Erwin, I tried that and it doesn't work. Well, you didn't persist long enough. It's for the same reason that, yes, exactly. People give up. Yes, like myself. If I decide to just get on a diet and I do 25 ab crunches a day today for a week, I might give up in a week because I don't see a difference. But if you keep at it, the difference has come. So you have to be persistent. Oh, thank you. But I like to stand, actually. But do you understand what I'm saying? Yes?
No, it makes
She won't let me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I said, oh, shoot, come on. But you get what I mean by what I'm saying.
I spend a lot of time in that chair.
Okay, she's really cute. She really likes it. So again, you just have to persist. Everything is going to work provided that you are persistent and steadfast. And then that was my next thing. Follow through. Puppy's over there chewing on the wires. You rise to go deal with it. And when you're walking towards her, you're not angry. Fire isn't angry when it burns you. It's just very matter of fact. So you're just walking over there and ideally not looking at her. Because looking at her is acknowledgement. Do you see what I mean? So you just kind of walk over here, keeping her in your peripheral. I can see what's happening here. Then you go by and you toss her back, yeah? Now, if she starts to get wise and starts to mess with that, and you start to rise and then she stops, even if she goes over there and assumes like a little prayer position, yeah, even if she looks super cute, she runs off and looks like she's praying, you still go over there and snatch her.
Even if she's walked away from it.
Of course, okay. Yes, ma'am. Okay. You have to follow, because now with a stupid dog, you have leniency. Don't put 2 and 2 together. Listen, a stupid dog is so listen, when my family looks for a dog, right, I go out of my way to find the stupidest puppy in the litter, because those are the easiest dogs. So when you have an intelligent dog, you're having problems. They problem solve. They're curious. Einstein said, it's a famous quote that he said, it wasn't that he's immensely brilliant. He's extremely curious. Do you see what I mean? A smart dog is going to know barking is going to frustrate them. They're going to let me out. They'll learn how to pop their way out of the kennel. Problem solving. A dumb dog doesn't put things together. Yeah, dumb dog is really oblivious to things. Yeah. So, and a lot of times people think their dumb dog is smart because they don't need to train it. The reality is the opposite. Yeah. The smart ones that need exactly. The smart ones are the ones that need training.
Let me tell you.
So let me finish up with this first. So this is what I'm going to say. Yes. So on top of everything else, if you don't follow through, puppy starts to think, I know how to get out of it. So I'll go over here and mess with it all I want. As soon as they look at me, I just go over there and I got them. I got out of it. A smart dog will. Okay. But if you follow through, they're not going to test you. Some trainers and people will say, well, you know what? I've heard that if you don't catch them in the act, they don't know any better. Well, that isn't true. Although I don't recommend taking a puppy over there to their accident and swatting them, sticking their nose. That doesn't work. That correlation does not. Rubbing their nose in is horrible because it just makes them dirty.
That's what everybody did.
And they thought it worked. Well, it doesn't work, okay?
And that's when I told you I'm horrible at potty training. Right. I never could do that.
Well, and it just...
I always said I'm too tender-hearted, but I don't know if that's it or not. I just never have been able to do it.
Well, it's just, maybe your approach was wrong. Being tender-hearted is a good thing. Yeah, so it's kind of like if you were employing the things that I've gone over with you today, you'd be like, I'm great at it. You know what I mean? Exactly.
I feel so much
Yeah,
smarter.
exactly. Fantastic. Yeah. So do you understand what I mean about following through?
Yes.
You know, and I know this from experience. In fact, I had a little Yorkie. Her name was Libby. We nicknamed her like Tiny Mite. Yeah, little Libby, beautiful little dog. So I know with her specifically, like most dogs, she had a toilet paper fetish. We would love to go and grab the roll and just unfurl and just go to hell with it. Yeah, loving it. And that leads me to another thing. So dogs get pleasure and stress relief from destroying things. They almost get high. Yeah, you give one of them a toy.
Seen her.
That's why she was destroying the magazines.
Well, so she had the magazine, and I got the magazine, threw it away, but she had this, and she was running all over this room.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get it from her.
Right. And see, every time she shredded one of those magazines, it literally made her feel good. The dopamine is coming. Oh, they feel amazing, yeah? Dogs love to destroy things. This is why those edibles are important. And even getting them toys that they... So, you know, I've had dogs before in the past that I can give them stuffed animals, and they would destroy the stuffed animal, take all the stuffing out of it, but not eat it.
Oh, Molly just wants to get the squeaker out of it.
Won't eat the stuffing or the squeaker? Then guess what? In that situation with that kind of a dog, I would go out of my way to buy cheap stuffed animals because those are a good toy for them to relieve their stress. Now, if your dog eats the squeaker or the stuffing, stay away from it. It's dangerous.
Her goal
It's just to get the squeaker. So that would be, if she was my dog, an appropriate toy for stress relief because she's responsible. She's not eating it, eating the stuffing, which is dangerous, or eating the squeaker, which is dangerous. Okay? So that's what I was saying. Dogs need things to destroy, and that makes them feel good. So that's what's going to happen. But with my dog Libby, when I had her, and we're working on her not messing with the toilet paper, you know, if I came into the house and she had not messed with any of the toilet paper traps that I left out, she's happy as hell to see me. I walk in and she's happy. But if I walked into the house, and yes, you already know this, and if there was one, even if she grabbed it and thought, oh no, what am I doing? And put it back, when I walked in the house, guess who was not there to greet me? Little Libby. She'd be looking on the side, doing wiggling. You know exactly what I'm talking about, yes? So this is what I'm talking, and again, back to dogs understand time, and they remember.
Right.
Do you see what I mean? So that's the reason you need to follow through. Okay? That's a lot to go over for sure, yeah? And we still have more to go with. Do you have any other questions or any questions pertaining to anything that we've done here now?
No, not what we've done here now.
Fantastic. Listen, I'm very excited.
I don't have to put her on a leash.
Don't put her on the leash.
I don't have to give her treats.
No, don't.
Okay, but I'm gonna go buy the kitty litter box and the bells and the 5 edibles.
Right. So and at this point you just really need 3 more. Yeah, and you're blessed because they're little dogs, so they're gonna last a long time. Like with most dogs, I mean, even like a Shih Tzu, you give them a pig ear, it only lasts 20 minutes. Typically, in my experience, a pig ear with a little Yorkie lasts a long time, like 2 days. They're tiny.
She's tiny.
She's gonna love those things, and think about that. The biting that she's been doing, she's just doing it partially because she's teething, but giving them the edible is kind of like giving a kid a video game system or something to keep them busy, and they just need to stay busy. Right? Yeah. If you're going to be leaving for, a while, 4 hours, then it's a good idea to take her outside to go potty, and then after she goes potty, throw a little toy around for her, get her tired, just so she'll be more likely to sleep.
I've already figured that out at night, because that's what works.
Yes, ma'am. It works with humans too.
But I didn't know it till I figured it out.
Right.
So.
Well, you caught on. You only had it 2 weeks. You're catching on. You're catching on. So again, those are the things that you want to keep with. Also, please don't say the NO word. We don't have any room for that now. She doesn't understand it. It's just not working. And I would just focus on saying the word good whenever you see that she's understanding. If you happen to, she's in your peripheral vision and she sits down, look at her and say, good sit, good sit. You could even say, good sit, Macy. If she lays down, good down. She jumps on that thing, good place. She jumps on your back, good place. So she's going to start realizing how she can get pinged by you. You're literally just pinging her. Whenever there's a good behavior, you're rewarding her with acknowledgement, affection, and that attention that she wants.
So when do you give them a treat?
Well, a lot of times I'll do treats like in the act of training specifically about doing classical conditioning, which I'm going to do with her for sure. I do with every dog. Yeah. So my program is not treat based, it's rapport based and habituation based, but the treats are a good way of wrapping everything together, right? So, and we're going to be doing that in these classes up before she comes with me. All right. So any questions about any of that?
No.
Awesome. I'm really excited to get to training these dogs. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Good.